Ah, come on!
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack? Hey, I just threw something at me. What's this?
When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in
no,
the witness system, she would flip it and press the witness on every detail.
That's fine.
The witness always flips up and says something wrong. Worked lots of times, and you totally haven't done it before.
I should have expected Maya would have some of her sister's trick. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right? Across the street from the crime scene.
Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please, continue. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime?
Right. I'd say about 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto this month is quick response.
Just this month?
That's how I got there before the killer got away. Last month it was be careful. Indeed. So tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir.
Are you absolutely sure it was us?
Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene.
Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I'm wondering if that means that it's gonna start. Anyway.
If it'll hurt you, you'll see it flashing.
Gotcha. Why is that? What's your reason?
Why? Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. Just hold on just 1 second.
Uno momento. Yeah?
If I heard you correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me? You said it.
Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
I can tell you what was hard. What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she's pink.
That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Dots. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya is written clearly in blood. Lab results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Ho-ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants?
Who?
I did!
The killer. Anyone can see that.
You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please.
She was framed.
Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Ha! I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found.
What kind of tests were these again?
Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood and the, hermogoblins, hermogoblin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests.
Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony.
Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe? Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh.
That was a mess.
Right! Where was I?
Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure, that happens all the time in books and movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective.
Oof.
Let's talk about reality, shall we?
Reality's often disappointing. I guess I haven't heard many cases, no.
don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Ah, yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop it right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
Order! Order!
Large fry.
That didn't go so well.
That's right. What he said.
That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. That's what I was looking for. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But
No but-ing your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When? It was the day after the murder.
Oh, that's not me.
The prosecution's point being...
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request.
Of course it was.
Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way.
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Bow, that is all.
I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
It's my arms. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say, perhaps? I'm
Wow.
ashamed.
Jeez. That's... okay. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution.
No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, Say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. This isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent?